EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
They'll run a draw now with Akers.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
2nd and 11 at the 41.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bears take over
at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. On play action, they'll throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards that time. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Touchdown,
J.K. Dobbins. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 47-yard line.
Big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Open man here is Foster. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
that's good.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Simpson, and he's taken down inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down, L.A.
play. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Parker. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And he'll get 4 there, now to about the 12-yard line.
Here's the ball carrier. Quinnen Williams on the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Bears' 12-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Rams nothing.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. This pass caught at the 4. And he's going to be taken down with the marker on the field. So let's see about the call. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Now Sam Sloman is on. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Then you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's Dobbins.
He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blow. It's the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Akers. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. From the shotgun, here's a dig to Akers, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, he's got a man. It's Barker. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
Akers, he coughs it up.
And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown.
I ain't going nowhere.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Bears 14, Rams 3. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Akers.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off from 37. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Bears. Touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
On the ground, it's Akers.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 41-yard punt there with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
7-yard line.
A second quarter score, meanwhile, down in Arizona. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 56 yards out. His kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
With the score.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Fake here on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second down, a run with Dobbins.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive one of quarter three.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And taken right on the 30. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well. And if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
That catch good for only a couple.
Second and 8 at the 39-yard line.
They'll go again here with Akers.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And running with power here. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 11. A huge play that time for the Rams. And even 50 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Now a give right side. It's Simpson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we loop.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Cam Akers.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Chicago.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got Harrison left side complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. On second down now, Akers. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Eluding the pressure. Oh, batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And it's a big turnover there on on the final play of the quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Troy! Left side, it's complete. A gain of 32 that time.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll set up a throw. And it is caught. Touchdown, Bears. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off on the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. This is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. One more time with Dobbins. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. But they wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears continue to pour it on. A try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41, Rams 10. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, throw complete to Cam Akers. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
1st and 10 at the 46.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll look to throw again. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, it's Simpson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
3rd and 1.
They'll keep it on the ground. Simpson. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
Yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Sam Sloman now for the point after. Down to 24.
Good. Makes the score Bears 41, Rams 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. He's going to fire this thing deep right side, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take another shot here. And that is caught. But how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Going right back to Akers. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. here's a run by Akers. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
Today's final score, Bears.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Chicago, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they'll